Hi, fifth grade. This is Miss Delonas. This is your practice session for Here Comes the Snow by Teresa Jennings. This is for part 2. Part 2 is the lower line on your music and also the lower part pitch-wise of the song. It's the part that kind of is the echo of the song, if you haven't noticed that while we practiced it in class. So, in your music, we do have a 7-measure introduction, where we have that cool little violin solo. And we have part 1 enter right at measure 8. Now I want you to find measure 9 right next to it in your music. Now, in your music, it might be a good idea to highlight your part, take a highlighter, and highlight that lower line so you know exactly where part 2 sings and you don't accidentally look at part 1. You can also take some colored pencils and circle any of the instructions that I give you. You can jot down notes in a pencil. Anything that you need to help you on this is okay. Another thing, if I'm going too fast for you, or if you don't hear something right the first time, you can always pause this. You can rewind it. You can go back. You can hit stop. Do what you need to get the information that you need. So let's take a couple of deep breaths and find measure 9. All right, so we're at measure 9. If you look right above part 2, there should be some instructions that say sing on DS only. So we're not on the DS at this point, not at the beginning of the song. So we actually don't sing at measure 9. So we're going to just keep going through our music. And we're going to go find measure 17. Right above measure 17, it says sing all times. This area, it says right at measure 17, bell-like. I like to think of this as a little echo. Part 1 is going to start with snow, snow, and we're the echo to part 1. So it's going to be kind of snow, 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 that echo. So I'm going to give you, let's just practice that for a moment. So I'm going to give you one measure, and then we have a rest, and then we're in. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. And you just want to remember that that goes against part 1, so we're kind of the echo effect. Let's try that one more time. I'll sing with you this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Snow, 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 snow. And now we should all be at measure 25 where it says floating. Now, you want to be very careful at measure 25 to make sure that you're singing the lower part. Part 1 is going to be singing higher notes than you. You want to make sure you're on that lower note, so you have to listen very carefully. So, we're starting down here. I'm going to play it for you and sing it for you, and then you'll try it. Peacefully the flakes of white are falling down on us tonight. Stay in by the fireside or bundle up and go outside. Let's just try that much. Peacefully we're on this note. Ready, go. Good. Now we should all be at measure 29. On Down the Road Upon a Sleigh. That follows the exact same pattern of notes. Here we go. Down the road upon a sleigh, just having fun this winter day. Down a hill upon a sled, then snuggle in a winter bed. Got it? All right, so let's take it back to measure 25 and put that together. So, part 1 is up here. We're down here. Here we go. Then we have Part 1 is going to start the falling section, and then we come in on a lower note. So you're going to hear Part 1 sing, falling. That's not our part. They start at measure 33. We come in at measure 34 at falling down, 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 down. So let's try that. Here's Part 1. Falling. Try that one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. One, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then we should all be at the section where you have a little box above both parts that says DS al coda. We'll explain that in a second. Let's go back to measure 33 and try that one more time. So we have 1, 2, falling. Falling, falling. Now it says DS al coda. DS al coda means dal segno to coda. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to look for our DS sign. It's not on this page and it's not on the last page, so we might have to turn back just a little bit. The DS sign is actually right above measure 9 in your music. So go ahead and take a moment to go back and find measure 9. You might want to circle the DS sign so you can find it more easily. All right, so hopefully you found the DS sign by now. And at this point, Part 1 is going to sing, Here Comes the Snow, and then We Are There, echo. Now we're at that part where it says sing on DS only. So Part 1 is going to start with, Here comes the snow, then we echo them. Here comes the snow, it's falling down, it's falling down, it's falling gently. Here comes the snow, it's falling down, it leaves a blanket up on the ground. All right, so let's pretend we're taking it right from the DS al coda, going back to the DS. So Part 1 is going to start. Here comes the snow, it's falling down, it's falling gently. Here comes the snow, it's falling down, it leaves a blanket up on the ground. All right, now we should all be right at measure 17. We practiced this already at the beginning, so it's the same section where it's like the bells and we're the echo. So Part 1 is going to come in and we have a rest. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. Now we should be at measure 25 once again. Remember, we're the lower note. So here's Part 1. Here we are. We're down here, ready, and... Now we're at measure 33. Part 1 starts with falling. Then we're here, falling down, 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 down. Falling, falling down, down, down. Now we're at that same part, but we've already done the DS. So now we're paying attention to the al coda part. So now we're looking for our coda sign. It's right below us. It's that plus sign with a circle in it where it says coda. So instead of going back, we're just simply going, here comes the snow. And on that part, we're right together with Part 1. So we both sing that at the same time. So let's take it back at measure 33 one more time. And this time we're practicing going to the coda. So Part 1 is starting. 1, 2. Falling, falling down, 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 down. Falling down, down, down. Here comes the snow, and that's the end. So, let's see if we can just practice part 2 all together. So, we are going back to where part 2 starts the song. So that in that case, we're at measure 17 of our music. So go ahead and flip back there. We're right at the snow section, that bell-like section. So this time I'm just going to play part 2 for you. Sing along with me. I will try to give you the directions of where to go in your music. Try to keep up. And if you get lost, it's okay. Go back and try it again. So right at measure 17, I'm going to give you one measure. And then we have a rest, and then we're in. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, rest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Part 1 comes and we go back to the DS. Here comes the snow. Here comes the snow. And now we're on measure 17. Rest. One, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Coda. And that's the end of part 2. Now, if you got lost during any of that, that's okay. You can go back and practice this as many times if you want. If you think you've got it, try it with the actual track. One way you can practice is by recording yourself on your phone or your iPad if you have a way of recording yourself, and then listen to make sure you've really got those lower notes. If you don't, go back, listen to this track, just listen to it. Sometimes you just need to listen to it and get it into your ear. If that doesn't help, figure out if you're singing too high or too low. If you have an instrument that you can play these notes on, go ahead and try that too. That might help too. As always, if you have any questions, you can come and ask me, and I wish you the best of luck. Happy practicing.